Sometimes when I'm talking about goals and someone's asking me, is this weight the right weight? Is this body fat the right body fat? My answer is, why don't we decide when you get there? And the reason I give that response, and it could be frustrating when I do give that response, is because we never know what we're going to be happy with. There are so many clients that I've spoken to that had this specific goal in mind, and at some point it changed. Maybe it was less than they first anticipated. Maybe it was more. Maybe it was a little bit more body fat or less body fat, more weight or less weight. And that all depended on how their evolution went. That at some point they felt like, yeah, I'm happy with what I am. I'm happy where I'm at because of all the progress I've made. And I never expected to be okay with this weight, whether that's weight is more or less than they first anticipated. And the same goes for body fat. Some people, they go all the way down to a very low body fat and they realize, no, maybe I look sick. Maybe I wonder if I'm okay. So can I put some body fat back on? And that was not what I anticipated. Maybe I wanted it to be 11% and now I'm at 17. And that is why I say, let's decide when we get there. And I know that when you're planning, you want to have a specific number. So yes, what do? We go look at your age, look at your height, look at different norms based on different, if you're an athlete or you're sedentary or you're trying to be in a fitness model, whatever it is. We look at those norms, of course, and we set a target that is somewhat objective. But there's some subjectivity to that because maybe your body's a little bit different than the next person and the next person and the next person. And maybe you're going to be happier at one weight versus the other, or one body fat versus the other, whatever it might be. And that depends on you. And that's why I like to work backwards when we're selecting these goals. It's like, okay, when were you the most happy with what you had? And we can use that as a general direction to aim for. And then when we get close enough, maybe we decide, okay, this is good, or maybe you surpass that point, whatever it is. Let's decide when you get there. It's enough that we have a goal that you're working towards and you're measuring that progress towards that goal. And then we can always change that target. It's not set in stone. That's beautiful. That's one of the beautiful parts about this, is that we can decide when we get there. We can make changes as we approach this number, whatever it is. Because sometimes, depending on how you evolve, one thing or another is more important. Yeah, maybe I'd like to be a little bit more lean, but I felt like when I looked at myself in the mirror, I didn't look healthy. I looked sick almost. I looked frail. I've had some clients mention this. Or I thought I would be okay with 18% body fat, but then, I kind of wanted to go a little bit lower, so I kept going. So in both instances, we've talked about a number, we've set a target to aim for, but we decided once we got there where it's going to be. So to continually make adjustments to that specific number is not even that important. We're going to continue to move in that direction, whatever that direction is going to be for you. And then we decide to stop when we get there. We get off when we think it's important to get off. So let's get a general direction. Let's have a somewhat objective number to work towards, but we're going to decide what's good enough when we get there.